Taurus, welcome to Lily Light Tarot. We're going to go ahead and expand on your intuitive energies for August 2021. I'm going to pull the different cards here to reveal different things that you may expect across your path. And also keep in mind, I do new videos every week, so look out for that. These cards are just magnificent. I love this deck. I've been working with it for the last couple of weeks and it's just been so powerful. I was doing a meditation here for you, Taurus, right before starting this video, and the energies was very powerful. It was coming off almost like an air sign. A lot of wind was coming through. So with that wind, I'm kind of getting this impression that some of you may be visiting somewhere with a lot of wind, or somewhere that's kind of airy, open. I don't know, for some reason, like open concept popped up here. We could also see a lot of movement, or you being like kind of pushed to go in a different direction. But let's go ahead and get some clarifiers here for you. All right, Taurus. So opening up, we are looking at the beautiful High Priestess, and we see the Justice card. We're looking at the Tower, and we are seeing, ooh, I like this, the Four of Honey. By the way, if you're curious to know what these beautiful cards are, this is the blood oh, I almost said blue, blood moon tarot. Okay, it's a beautiful indie deck and I love that. So I love supporting artists, independent artists, and we're gonna expand on these individual energies. But you know, Taurus, as I'm looking at the High Priestess, we see that something is going to be revealed to you. Okay, so with this information, it could be some news coming in, or even like this aha epiphany. You may have been felt like you were in the dark, or being out of the loop in something, just kind of feeling disconnected. But Taurus, let's go ahead and get some clarifiers here for you. Let me show you this beautiful card. Looking at the High Priestess, you know, something has been put to rest, but through that rest, we see there is this transformative energy. We see something is rising. You know, the High Priestess taps into hidden knowledge and also like intuition. So although to the naked eye or to other people, they might not see something that you know, there's like a deeper knowing. So we'll go ahead and expand on this, but we also see that there is this acceptance of light and dark. Okay, we see the light, we see the dark, so opposites attracting, but also knowing that everything that will be meant to be will be revealed in due time. So the supporting energies, we are looking at, yeah, the Nine of Swords and the Judgment. I was kind of sensing that here, you know, sensing that you're looking for, you know, purpose or direction in your path here, because as I'm looking at the Justice, the Tower, and the Four of Honey, which also translates to the Pentacle energy, there's kind of like this sense of you wanting to hold on to something in fear of it being worse, or in fear of you not getting something better. But look at this. Even though there has been some resistance here, Taurus, we see that in August, it's almost this energy saying like, let it go, as it's pairing with the Judgment. These cards are saying kind of like, let it go. And not to say that your frustrations or your stress and anxiety aren't valid, but some of you may be overanalyzing it or looping something over and over and over in your mind, when intuitively you already know the answers. So if you look real close at this deck, we see like this skeleton. We see this skeleton kind of laying down, putting something to an end, and letting like the universe, letting source, kind of putting it into their hands. So this is representing for you to kind of like, you know, that expression like let go and let be, let go, let God, kind of like that energy. Some things are going to be out of your control. So instead of trying to force a situation, instead of trying to put a lot of stress and thoughts into it, the cards are saying that things are going to work out. Okay, the universe, spirit, your angels, look at this. You are going to receive the guidance that you are looking for, or receiving some type of news that's going to assist you and guide you. Okay, because we see this the movement here, the guidance. So you are going to be coming across that. All right. So just keep an eye out for that, Taurus. Now, as we look at this Justice card, I love this because it's almost like you are being open to being directed. You're being open to receive the best that you know that you deserve. Closely at this card, I'm telling you, these cards are so powerful and the imagery is so stunning. This person is, it almost looks like they're putting like their hands out, right? They're putting their hands out, and right in the middle, there is like this beautiful heart, the heart center. Being connected with the path, the environment, but being open to take the leap. Now, the Justice here is saying that things are going to weigh in on your favor. Just have faith, just have hope, belief, and there is going to be something that is going to, it's like a victorious energy. Something is coming out in the way that you had hoped. So let's go ahead and take a look at the supporting energies. We're looking at King of Pentacles, with the Three of Wands. See, earlier I was getting this air movement, possibly moving. So this Justice, you may be finding yourself moving in a new role. All right, Taurus. In August, we see possibly a promotion coming in, or even a new status in the situation. We see an update possibly coming through the Three of Wands. We are looking at there's progress. So if you felt like things weren't moving or you weren't seeing any opportunities arising, we see that there is this commitment now, okay? Because the King is very, I almost said loyal, but the King, he's very, for your reading, like old-fashioned. So he believes in like a structured way of going, and also in invested relationships, invested assets. So he's not so much of a gambler or risk taker, right? He's not really going to go off the beaten path, so to say. So with that being said, with your Three of Wands, we see that you're going to be like loyal and accept this opportunity that's coming. And the King, he sees it as an investment. So it's certainly going to be investing in your future, investing in your path. And this is going to lead to some type of success. So the opportunity that you are going to see, you're going to be curious. You're going to see that it's going to lead to something much bigger and grander. And as this is supporting the Justice card, we see that you may be coming together with, I'm looking at all of these birds, thinking, like birds of a feather flocking together, coming together with a job or position that you are feeling like, yeah, this is meant for me. This is where I was meant to be. I was meant to be, elevated, upgraded, and enhanced. So it could be this career, it could be this new status, it could be even your status in this lifestyle. It's like, yeah, I want to move into this bigger house, go to this better school, advance in this new niche or something along the effects of that. There's also this energy of you taking that step forward too. It's like you are going to invest in this type of path, in this type of future. You want to see yourself grow, right? So in order for you to grow, you may be putting yourself into that pack of, the flock of birds. Like you are going to be connecting with higher people, higher mentors. You want to be surrounded, okay? Look at all the birds. You want to be surrounded with people that move the world, that have power, that have influence. Because if you notice these birds here, okay, Taurus, and some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini sign, because I'm getting a lot of like air energies coming through with this sword, and then this energy here, and then even though like this is the wand, there's like movement. So I'm getting a lot of movement here, and with these birds, it's just kind of like solidifying that these birds, notice this, Taurus, they're all kind of like the predatory birds. We see like this bigger hawk, we see this vulture, we see a little bit of the sparrows, but a lot of these birds are like the powerful forces. Okay, they are kind of like the top of the food chain, if you will. So we could see you coming across being higher on the chain, higher in your status, again, higher in the cycle in some ways. Like there's progress. You're moving up higher as the birds are moving up higher as well. Okay, Taurus, so I hope this is making sense in some way and connecting with you, because that's just how I'm receiving these messages. Now let's take a look at the Tower card. Ooh, this Tower card is beautiful because as there is a shift in what you thought was stable, what you thought was going to be this solid structure, we see it crumbling down here. Okay. And you notice that the Tower is kind of sitting on this person's head, almost like a crown. So this thought, this idea that you had in your mind, Taurus, could be this here too. You know, you had all these ideas, you had all these visions, you had all these plans. But with the universe, I love this Tower card because it's almost like divine synchronicity. You know, you thought you were going to go one way, but the universe is shifting and pointing the direction in a different way that's going to, again, lean in your favor. All right. And look at this card very closely. You see that? What you thought, this is you for your reading, Taurus. This crown, or, you know, this thing that you had in your mind, we can see it as a crown, this tower, right? Building up on these ideas, building this foundation in your mind, in your world. We see it coming, crumbling down. But you notice, look at this hand. It's like you are going to be guided, even though things may be feeling like they're falling apart. You're going to be supported. I don't know if you can see this beautiful, you see that? It's like the universe, spirit, your angels, they're like, don't worry, Taurus, we are supporting you. So you have support. Even though you may feel like you are, you know, going through this alone, you have the special forces, the energies that are supporting you. They are going to guide you, and they're going to like pull you through what you thought was like an end all be all. Now, I love this Tower because for you, it represents better things are to come. It may have not came out in a way that you had expected. It's just going to come out better. Okay. And this is exactly what this is showing here with the Four of Cups. It's like you know, you may not be satisfied with what is going to come across your path, and it could influence how you're going to go about the remaining weeks or days, but just know that you are going to be handed something much bigger, especially when we look at these 3 cups here. It's almost like the energies are saying you weren't satisfied really to begin with, right? You weren't satisfied with this particular area, this particular path, especially when we look at the cup energy. We see like your dreams weren't becoming a reality quick enough. You were trying to make things come together, your dreams, your ideas, and your feelings just weren't in it. Okay. Your feelings weren't in it, or you just weren't feeling the situation. You weren't feeling this particular path. Now, for this Four of Cups, it could represent, you know, when we look at the cup energy, we could see a lot of connected emotions. So wherever you are connected emotionally is where there has been some lack of satisfaction. But with this Tower situation, we see it's kind of like, okay, you're not happy. Well, it was meant to crumble, right? This was meant to fall. Why keep building up on this Tower with unsatisfactory emotions when you can just start new? And this is exactly what this Two of Wands is representing here. Future planning. We see you're going to be discovering a new direction and leaving that comfort zone. That's basically what this is saying too, because, you know, here he's kind of comfortable. He's sitting under the tree and not really taking the move. And some of you are like expecting things to come to you, which they can, you know, which they can in some situations. But some of you are like, well, you know, if it's meant to be, it will come to me. And for some of you, you're lucky, and yes, things will be brought to you. However, as things are coming, you also don't want to settle. That's what these cards are saying too. Don't settle for things that don't align with your passions or with your interests. You know, and he's kind of looking away here. Yes, this cup is grander, it's bigger, it's gold, it's glistening, it's full of, you know, great wine or water, or your choice of beverage. But it's like, why would you settle for this glass, for this cup, when you don't even, you know, like gold? Maybe you like silver, maybe you like platinum, titanium, right? So it's like, you're almost kind of looking at like, okay, well, there's nothing else out there. Maybe I should take it. There's no better jobs right now hiring. Maybe I should take it. You know, this is the best person I can find. Maybe I should, you know, marry them, or something along the lines of that. You know, it's like, don't settle for something that's coming. If you are wanting to follow your passions and your dreams, sometimes you're going to have to put that step into it. And there is this discovery coming. So with this Tower, I love this because it's showing that, you know, the universe is going to be, I don't want to say dragging you, but it's going to be, look, lightly, you see those hands? I just love those hands there, like right there. It's like the universe is saying, Taurus, follow us. We are going to take you where you need to go. You may not see, you may be looking in the wrong direction too. It's like you thought this was your way, but the universe is like, no. Spirit angels, they're like, no, go this way. Okay. So we see that direction pulling you somewhere where you could advance, somewhere where you could go further. And yeah, you're leaving your box and you're taking some risks. So we almost see this as like a whole new world. Okay. You are discovering a whole new world in August. So keep your options open, and we definitely see you moving on, moving forward, and like being open and accepted to receive the better in your path. Now the Four of Honey, let's get some clarifiers. Let's see what the Chariot, and oh wow, the 10 of Wands, just confirming. Okay, well now with the Four of Honey, again, this is representing the Four of Pentacles. Now what you possess is very grand, is very, you know, obviously very sweet, very, very precious and valuable. However, the supporting energies are showing with the Chariot and the 10 of Wands. It's saying that what you hold, what you possess here, Taurus, it needs to be driven in a path that you can build upon. So if we are looking at your value, you know, the Four of Honey, or again the Four of Pentacles, this is a representation of your skills, your assets. Okay, what makes you you? Okay, your uniqueness. Think about that, because the Pentacle energy or the Honey, we're looking at like the physical realm. So there is something that you hold that the masses can indulge in, the masses that they can take value in. So that is, you know, your sweet fruits, the sweet fruits of your labor. You are all about that, okay? Your love, your skills, your knowledge, your product, okay, your ideas. And I see ideas because I see the 10 of Wands, but your message here with the Chariot is saying you need to take it forward. You need to move it in a new direction instead of staying stuck, instead of just staying where you're at. And that's possibly where we were seeing this Tower coming through too. You were like, well, maybe if I just stay here and build on this, or if I just move up in this some way, or if I just keep trying to upgrade it or fix it, you know, the cards are saying, no, this, you need to move it. You need to move and shift in your direction. So with the Chariot, there is some breakthrough coming in, and there is going to be some quick progress being made. There's success as long as you are confident and you look ahead. And look, they are all looking in this same direction. So Taurus, it is time for you to, you know, use all of the skills, the responsibilities that you've taken, and apply them and start building on them. Okay, right now you may be like hoarding them. You may be holding on to these. So maybe it's just you being reserved and not trying to put yourself out there, or you trying to hold back in some way. Even you may be scared of using your resources, like scared to use your money, scared to put energy or time into something or someone, right? But the cards are saying, you know, take that leap, take those resources and move. I mean, what is the point of growing this lush, beautiful garden if you're the only one enjoying it? Right? I mean, yes, it is for your benefit, but also if we are looking at long-term stability and investments, as we see here with the King of Pentacles, if you are trying to bring value to the world, if you are trying to make a change, whether it's for you, your family, your partner, right? You have to share. Kind of what we learned as a kid, right? Sharing is caring. And while you want to be mindful of who you share your great works with, the cards are saying that, you know, put the focus intention into drive, and you won't fail as long as you know where you're going and where you're trying to connect. So if you're trying to start this business, if you're trying to move up in your career, okay, you need to kind of like show up and show off in a way. You need to show them what your fruits taste like. You need to, you know, show them how they can make use or benefit from you joining the team. So it's going to require some work on your end, but we see that, you know, you can do it. So it may feel like a burden at this time, especially for the month of August, but it's going to pay off, because look, the path that you're going, it's going to ultimately be that destination that you are trying to arrive at. It's going to be a better solid structure. Okay, we're not going to be seeing falling towers in this path. So for some of you, especially when you are looking for the answer, or if you're looking for a better way, right, because we see some type of stress here, you may need to put yourself out there or to stop holding back. Some of you are kind of like scared to speak up, or maybe shy, and again reserved, and not sure if you should step out or invest in something. But this energy is looking very good because, I just noticed, look at all of this wand energy. Okay, this is very powerful for you, Taurus, because there's a lot of connections that are being made here. So we see the wands of the judgment. So yeah, definitely apply those ideas. We see that your creativity is going to be in full force in August. So this is the time to keep that fuel alive, keep that energy going. So let me pull, your focus energy. Positive change is definitely going to be appearing. Okay, so keep that energy with you, that intention for August. And then we see these perfect match, and we see the overflow and growth. That's exactly what I was thinking when I saw these wand energies. The perfect match, we could see that coming in with love, relationships, and connections. But as I'm looking at the 3 and the 2 of wands, it's like, and also like with the Empress energy, right, and the Justice, actually the whole reading, it's like you are going to be coming across, especially with the 4 of cups, you are coming across your perfect match. It's going to require you again to move. Okay, look at the Chariot, look at the wands. It's requiring action. It's requiring your thoughts, your creative vision, your flow. But sometimes you're going to have to take matters into your own hands, relocate, or even put yourself in a different position, put yourself in a different environment. That is possibly where we see you thriving. But there is positive change definitely coming in your direction, as we already saw that with the Judgment, and we saw that with the Justice, right? With the Tower too. It's like the shift happens for new growth to appear, and the overflow 10 times. So this overflow is pertaining to, it could be the financial overflow, but for your particular reading, Taurus, I see more of creative overflow. So this is an energy of more creative forces, more ideas, more connections. It could lead to collaborative opportunities too. There's great enthusiasm behind this energy. So this overflow of motivation, of excitement, you may be feeling this in the month of August. It's like, yeah, I can do it, right? Like, I am on fire and I believe in myself. So for your last energy, your focus energy here for you, Taurus. Again, this deck, if you really, really love it, this is the Blood Moon Tarot. Okay. So, we are looking at the 5 of Honey. Okay, this is kind of pairing in with the Tower. So your final message here, Taurus, is saying that although things may look a little scarce right now, you may feel like you are lacking in life. Look at this light. Look at these bees. Okay, they are working and applying. That's kind of enforcing the wand energy. The cards are saying, don't give up. Okay. Don't let your fire burn out. Don't let anyone else burn out your fire. Keep working and keep on that path, because although what doesn't feel fruitful right now, it's going to grow and it's going to multiply, as we see here with the overflow. You are coming across something much bigger and better. Now, what's beautiful about this, the 5 of Honey, or the 5 of Pentacles in other readings, the apples here, they are here in the winter, they are here in the cold. But with the bees, it's interesting because you see that the bees are actually like alive through the storm, through the cold. And we typically don't see bees during the winter. So you are a fighter. You are going to get through the hard times, and, kind of hold on to the resources that you have, because in a short period of time, we see after winter comes spring. I mean, we're already in that summer month, but also this is a great message to spread, your seeds, spread your knowledge. Again, you may be holding on to something in a small area. If you are just looking in the small little bubble, in the small little pool, how can you expect growth if this is the only thing you know, if this is the only skill you know, the only job you know, the only partner, the only field or city? Of course, you're going to be limited. So when the winter comes and there's no more apples, you're kind of like, ugh, I hate these apples, or why, woe is me. Why is this happening to me? The cards are saying, well, you need to spread your seeds, spread yourself, spread your knowledge, go out there, explore. Okay. Explore other jobs, explore other environments, explore other possibilities, other options. So that is a beautiful message for you, just confirming that it's time to kind of put different eggs into different baskets instead of just keeping it in the one. Okay, if you keep stacking in this 111, it gets too heavy. The burden gets too heavy and it topples over. So some things you're going to have to leave behind, just like with the 10 of Wands. She left something behind in order for her to carry on what is very important, what is useful, and not everything's going to fit in the chariot, but what is necessary will follow you through. Okay, so that was your message here, Taurus. And until then, stay well and be blessed.